Hi, welcome to the Portsmouth Travel and Tourism Show. My name is Dave Schulte. I'm the Tourism Manager for the City of Portsmouth's Department of Marketing, Communications, and Tourism. You know, tourism is very important to Portsmouth's economy. Each year, visitors spend about $80 million, which supports about 700 jobs and generates about $3 million in tax revenue for the city. In today's show, we're going to visit two of the attractions that draw people to Portsmouth from throughout the region. First, we'll go to the Children's Museum of Virginia to see an exciting new temporary exhibition called Dinosaurs, Land of Fire and Ice. Then we'll go to G-Force Karting on Airline Boulevard, an indoor thrill park, to see what's got all of Hampton Roads buzzing. But first, let's take a look at a new video that lays out all there is to see and do for visitors to Portsmouth.
Welcome to Portsmouth, Virginia, a waterfront community that invites you to discover our fascinating history, family fun, outdoor recreation, arts, entertainment, shopping, dining, and colorful special events. Located in the heart of coastal Virginia in the region known as Hampton Roads, Portsmouth is close to Virginia Beach, Norfolk, and Williamsburg. In fact, it's this unique location on one of the world's deepest natural harbors where our story begins. In 1752, merchant and ship owner Colonel William Crawford laid out plans for a new town on the banks of the Elizabeth River that he named in honor of Portsmouth, England. Thanks to Portsmouth's deep natural harbor, the Gosport Shipyard was founded here in 1767. Shipbuilding was the high-tech industry of that time, and Portsmouth quickly became a center of maritime trade in colonial America. As the town grew, wealthy ship owners and sea captains built homes and churches along the waterfront in what is now known as Old Town. During the Revolutionary War, British troops seized Portsmouth because of the strategic importance of the shipyard. But unlike other captured American towns that were burned to the ground, Portsmouth was spared, and that's how Old Town survived. Today, Old Town is the site of one of America's largest collections of architecturally noteworthy 18th and 19th century homes. Visitors stroll Old Town's tree-lined streets to see more than 200 carefully preserved homes and churches. And Old Town's unique specialty stores and one-of-a-kind restaurants make for an enjoyable place to spend the day. But Old Town is more than just a pleasant place to take a stroll. Today, it is home to major attractions that delight the whole family. The Children's Museum of Virginia is the state's largest and most awesome kids' kingdom. Kids step inside a world where bubbles grow large and the forces of nature spark their imagination. They can be a farmer, banker, scientist, or a stargazer. Adults will think they are having an educational experience, but the kids are just having lots of fun. The Virginia Sports Hall of Fame and Museum showcases the state's sports legends and provides a hands-on interactive experience that the whole family will enjoy. Its 9 exhibit areas showcase 20 sports where you can test your skill at baseball, football, soccer, basketball, NASCAR racing, and others. Learn about our maritime history at the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard Museum, where you'll find beautiful ship models, military artifacts, and exhibits spanning 250 years of Portsmouth's history. Built in 1915, the lightship Portsmouth was equipped with a beacon that guided mariners off the coast of the Atlantic Ocean. Tour the ship's quarters to learn how the men of the lightship service lived during their months at sea. The Fresnel lens on display at the waterfront came from a lighthouse that served Virginia's eastern shore in the 1800s. The Hill House Museum in Old Town is an excellent example of an English basement home that was constructed in the Federal style for a wealthy ship's captain. As the site of a former plantation, Portsmouth's African-American history dates back to near the very founding of the Virginia colony. Before the Civil War, Portsmouth was a pivotal stop on the Underground Railroad, the network of citizens and churches that helped enslaved people escape to the north and freedom. The Emmanuel AME Church in Old Town protected runaway slaves as they waited to be spirited aboard ships heading to New England and Canada. The Portsmouth Community Colored Library Museum brings African American history alive through books, artifacts, hands-on activities, and interactive programs designed to promote pride, cultural diversity, activism, and understanding. The Railroad Museum of Virginia delights rail fans with an early 1900s Norfolk and Western steam locomotive, dining car, caboose, and depot-style platform. The Jewish Museum and Cultural Center houses rare artifacts and exhibits that tell the history of the Hampton Roads Jewish community. If the arts and entertainment are more your style, you've come to the right place. The Portsmouth Pavilion is a riverfront performing arts center that hosts some of the biggest names in show business. With 6,500 seats and a waterfront ambiance, it's the perfect setting for a night of unforgettable entertainment. Housed in the historic 1846 courthouse, the Portsmouth Art and Cultural Center presents visual art exhibits, lectures, classes, and performances that bring the works of world-renowned artists to Old Town. The galleries of the Visual Arts Center of Tidewater Community College feature exhibitions by regional and national artists, as well as students and faculty members. If you're looking for some outdoor fun, you'll find it here. Portsmouth is located at mile marker 0 of the famous Intracoastal Waterway. Thousands of sailors and cruisers drop anchor here during their annual migration north and south. And if you would like to get a good look at the Navy ships anchored in the Elizabeth River, hop aboard the ferry that connects Old Town with downtown Norfolk. Bidewee Golf Course is one of the nation's finest public courses. Its soaring pines and immaculate playing conditions earned a 4-star rating from Golf Digest magazine. If you prefer to hike or kayak, Hoffler Creek Wildlife Preserve is just the ticket. This 142-acre wildlife preserve provides a thriving habitat for plants and animals native to Virginia. Paradise Creek Nature Park is a 40-acre urban park of restored forest and wetlands with 2.5 miles of hiking trails. And if you're looking for the perfect site for your group's next meeting, the Renaissance Portsmouth Norfolk Waterfront Hotel is one of the region's finest. Its waterfront location and outstanding service will be a hit with your guests. And finally, Portsmouth loves a good party. Our major annual festivals will put you in the spirit. A year-round lineup of events focused on entertainment, art, music, and food. Just pick your passion and join the fun. Thank you for discovering the new Portsmouth. Please come visit us soon.
Welcome back to the Portsmouth Travel and Tourism Show. The Children's Museum of Virginia is hosting an exciting new temporary exhibition called Dinosaurs, Land of Fire and Ice. Let's go there now to see what's got the kids so excited.
My name is Tim Machowski and I'm the exhibit supervisor for the Children's Museum of Virginia. Currently we are hosting Dinosaurs, a Land of Fire and Ice, which we have on loan this summer from the Minnesota Children's Museum. This is a 1,500 square foot traveling exhibit. And we just got done setting it up, took about 2 weeks, and we are open for business. There are basically 3 components to the exhibit. We have a warm side, which is a marshy green, swampy side. We have a cold side, sort of the Arctic region. And we also have a fun research field station where children can come in, and we have a fossil dig where they can climb in and look for fossils. We have a puzzle station where they can team up with another, either their adult or another friend, and help build a puzzle about dinosaurs. And we also have a table where the children can come. We have different toy dinosaurs they can play with, and they can see what the landscape looked like back in the Cretaceous period. We also have it's basically a fossil table where they can make rubbings of different fossils. There's a fossil find where it's a flip chart where they can go through and pick up the drawers and compare fossils. There's a neat little aspect which is an I Spy, where they can pick up a few pages and walk around the room and see if they can find the different parts that are located throughout the exhibit. There's also fun. This exhibit's designed pretty much for children of all ages, from adult to toddler. For the toddler sect, we have there's a simple little slide they can go up and down, and they really seem to like that. We have 3 touchable dinosaurs as well throughout the exhibit. There's a Triceratops, you can actually get on and climb it, and you can touch it. We have a T-Rex, that's probably my favorite. He's probably the scariest looking one of them all. There's a Troodon, there's a nest, they can pick up the eggs and move them and touch the Troodon. And behind me we have Edmontosaurus, which is ginormous. And the fun thing about Edmund is we also have a kiosk where you can come up and you can take your photo with Edmund and you can email it to yourself. So that's a great little thing for families when they come in. They can get a group picture and then they can send a picture of what they did at the Children's Museum back home. And it also has a link to our website where they can see what other activities are going on throughout the week and months. One of the great things about this exhibit is it is a hands-on dinosaur exhibit. You know, you don't really see all that much. So like I was saying before, the children can come in, they can actually touch, and we encourage them to touch the different sculptures and climb on them and touch them and play with them. We have several dress-up activities where they can dress up as a bee and as a Troodon, and they can wear the costumes. There's several little crawl spots where they can get on the floor and crawl around and hide. There's a food chain puzzle game where they can stack and create a food chain of who ate who back in the dinosaur era. We have this neat volcano as our centerpiece, and it's nothing you can touch, but adds to the exhibit where they can kind of just gives a good feel for the land of the dinosaurs, as it were. There's a pterodactyl hanging in the ceiling. It doesn't get any better than that. We also have, when you get into the fossil dig, you can crawl in and grab a broom, put on your dinosaur vest and look for fossils and have a good time with your brother, your sister, your parents, and seeing what different things you can uncover like a real paleontologist would. And the fossil station where they can make a tracing, or they can even draw a dinosaur if they'd like, and they can take it home with them. It's sort of something else to do to remember their trip here to the Children's Museum.
I'm Dan Borg with the Children's Museum Virginia here at the Beasley Planetarium. Our feature is called Dinosaurs at Dusk, Origins of Flight. It's a great time with our dinosaur exhibit. In the video, the young girl Lucy and her dad, who's a scientist, get the chance to take you with them back into a virtual trip back into the age of the dinosaurs and see how dinosaurs basically changed into birds. So in our story, Lucy and her dad are going to a science expo. Something happens along the way. Lucy gets a little bit sidetracked and she gets to go back into the age of dinosaurs. Starting with the Cretaceous and going through the Jurassic and over the Triassic. You'll get a chance to be with Lucy and her dad and see some of those dinosaurs up close and personal in our 360-degree planetarium show.
Want to show your Portsmouth pride? Visit the Portsmouth Visitor Center to find all kinds of clothing and merchandise that proudly bears the Portsmouth logo. The Visitor Center is located in Old Town at North Harbor, next to the Renaissance Hotel. The staff will be happy to help you plan your visit and help you pick out clothing and gifts. Here you will find sweatshirts, t-shirts, fleece, caps, and all kinds of sportswear and gifts to show off your Portsmouth pride. The Visitor Center is open daily from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please stop by to say hello.
Welcome back to the Portsmouth Travel and Tourism Show. G-Force Karting on Airline Boulevard is an indoor adventure park that offers go-kart racing, remote control racing, and paintball. Let's go there now for a visit to see what's got everyone's heart pumping.
I'm Jason Urema, and I'm a co-owner of G-Force Karts at 2882 Airline Boulevard in Portsmouth, Virginia. We want to let you know a little bit about the experience that we have out here in Portsmouth. We're at 2882 Airline Boulevard, right between Greenwood and Victory, off of 264. And we have an awesome experience in our facility here. We have the fastest go-karts on the East Coast, over 40-mile-an-hour go-karts. They pull 1.5 Gs. and you can come in and race on our 1,500 linear foot track and experience the thrill of racing. It's real, it's authentic, and it's a real experience you can come out and do with no prior training or anything else. And that's what we tried to do. We want people that have never raced before to come out and experience what it's like to go fast without worrying about anything else, equipment, fixing a cart, or knowing how to run it. You just come out for that adrenaline rush experience. We've also added in a really amazing RC track with race trucks that go 30 miles an hour and a great turfed course. So it's a lot of fun to come out and challenge your friends on the RC track also. We run the same timing system so you can get a lap sheet and it shows you exactly how fast you went with the trucks, the same way that the go-karts do. And if you're really up for a challenge, you come out and you try the indoor paintball. You play against your friends. We have several different game formats you play. And the great thing about the indoor paintball is that it's a paintless paintball. So you come out and you have fun. It's a Z-ball, it's a reusable ball. We supply everything, the equipment, the suits if you want to wear a suit so it takes a little bit of the sting out of it, the masks, the air, and all you need to do is come out and have a blast. Just experience shooting at your friends, moving, and creating a fun environment to play with. So if you ever want to come out and experience the thrill of racing, head on over to G-Force Karts at 2882 Airline Boulevard in Portsmouth.
Hi, I'm Mike Zarpis. I'm one of the owners here at G-Force Karting, and we've got a great experience over here in Portsmouth, Virginia. And we figured we'd come to Portsmouth because it's one of the greatest cities in the country, especially in Hampton Roads, and it's the most central point of the region. So it was a great place for us to put G-Force because we pull people from North Carolina through Williamsburg, and we're close to 64, 264, 664, and directly on Route 58, which is Airline Boulevard. It's an excellent place for a spot. We built out an 81,000 square foot facility, which is the largest on the East Coast of any indoor karting centers. Indoor karting centers started in Europe, made their way to the United States. I found out about them and I hooked up with Jason, who had a G-Force karting center in Richmond, and we decided we needed one of these in Portsmouth. So here we are. We added paintball and RC truck racing to the mix just so that it would be even funner for the people to experience. You'll even see more things coming later in terms of arcade games and redemption prizes. So we're always looking to evolve. You know, we've tied in with Papa John's Pizza as our pizza partner for parties and food for people. Hobbytown National Franchise is our tie-in partner for the RC truck racing. So we try and work with other users in the community, other businesses, so that we can help each other succeed and be more successful. It's super exciting. I'm psyched to race here every day, but Jason tells me I need to work instead. So when I get out there, I can, but the rest of the time I'm in here hustling.
Want to show your Portsmouth pride? Visit the Portsmouth Visitor Center to find all kinds of clothing and merchandise that proudly bears the Portsmouth logo. The Visitor Center is located in Old Town at North Harbor, next to the Renaissance Hotel. The staff will be happy to help you plan your visit and help you pick out clothing and gifts. Here you will find sweatshirts, t-shirts, fleece, caps, and all kinds of sportswear and gifts to show off your Portsmouth pride. The Visitor Center is open daily from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please stop by to say hello.